Hello, and let's make maple leaf needle felted earrings. You're going to need some wool roving in red and white, a cookie cutter in the size you want in the shape of a leaf, scissors, a needle felting surface of your choice, a felting needle. I'll be using two styles, but if you're just starting, you can get away with a single needle. And of course, earring hooks. More on the kind later. Take some white and some red wool roving and pull it between your fingers to blend them together. Of course, you can just use red or make one red and one white, but I do like how the marbled effect looks when you combine two colors of wool. Lay the wool over your cookie cutter template and start carefully poking it repeatedly in a downward fashion. During this initial laying down of wool, take care to really get into the corners of the cookie cutter. The wool will pull over from the other sections, but that's okay. We're going to add another layer or two, so for now, just focus on getting the wool felted right to the edges. Once you have added all your wool and felted it in so that it's all one piece, flip it over and start felting the other side. We're aiming for a nice, tight, flat surface eventually, but that does take some time. I like to switch to a non-pokey surface at this point because it's easier to keep the felt from sticking to it and pulling out. Once the flat sides are starting to come together, begin felting around the edges, focusing on the parts of the leaf that go inward. It's especially important to watch your fingers at this point to avoid any tragic poking accidents. And now it's just a game of patience. Keep felting the edges and the flat surfaces, turning often until the whole piece felts tight and fairly rigid. You can use a multi-needle tool to make this go a bit faster. When you're done, give your piece a trim to get rid of any excess fuzziness. And repeat. I found these earring hooks at Michael's that have a loop and a little ball on the end. Now, I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but you can make a small hole in your felting project and just slide them onto the earring hooks. That way you can also slide them off and only use one pair of hooks for multiple handmade earrings. Happy Canada Day to my fellow Canadians and to everyone else too. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.